why just brush to clean when you can do more? Pro enamel repair.
Light texture with a crispy crunch. Ritz Crisp and Thins.
Kool-Aid. Coolest.
What's up?
I made the stream.
Yeah.
Look at the name.
Sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit a notification bell. But most importantly, I want y'all to do me this bit real quick. If y'all ever played NBA 2K and got sold before, like somebody just literally sold you, bro, just made you lose a game, smash the like button, bro. If you ever got sold in 2K, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell.
Oh no, I'm watching a YouTube video about it.
This is another popular build that I have not yet made myself.
I know what to choose, Coolest. You fat motherfucker.
So, what we're gonna do right now is go experiment and see if we can get that build to be made. Y'all see by the title already, rebounded wing. Now, this build is pretty much like a lockdown sharpshooter, but they call it a rebounded wing because this here, rebounding and defense is all under one category. So yeah, it's gonna call it a rebounding wing. Doesn't necessarily mean that all you can do is just rebound. And that.
But I want mine with like strength and shit. Strength. I'm gonna go with this one.
That's it, but yeah, the rebounding stats pretty high, but it helps you with your defensive badges and things like that. So that's why it's the way how it is now. Originally, this is how I upgraded them. I was trying to see if I could upgrade them like how I upgraded them 2-way 3-level facilitator build, my main build. If you guys haven't seen that build video before, check it out. Link is in the description. But yeah, 2-way 3-level facilitator is my main build, and I try to upgrade it like that on the rebounding wing. But you're gonna see that it's a little bit different. Basically, you guys are gonna get to see two different versions of how I make this build. Now, if you make it like this, you end up getting 2 more finishing badges.
You better get at least
really
20
crazy,
defensive badges.
and you get 5 more playmaking badges. But at the same time, your defensive badges are down, and you want that to be up because the whole point of making this build, guys, is for the defensive badges and the shooting badges. You don't want to sit there and try to get playmaking badges or
You're gonna spam hi in my chat.
That's not really what the main thing of this build is.
Should I have ball handling?
Which is from the shooting and the defending, especially as a rebounder. Now, you could go like this, but I mean, you'll have no inside, like you'll have no playmaking or ball handling whatsoever. So it'll defeat the whole purpose. Now, like I said, guys, you see me messing around with it. This right here.
Why you hang up?
Hi.
You mother trucker.
Hi.
This is where you get the maximum shooting badges and the maximum defending badges, and this pretty much does make the build really good. Now, look at it like this: you get your layup, you get the you get what do you get? You get your close shot to be up. You get the build really good. Now, look at it like this: you get your layup, you get the you get what do you get? You get your close shot to be up, and you get your ball handling to be 67. Now, this is how I made the first one, and I mean, it could be okay if you get the extra, like, to have that good layup, but guys, realistically, you really don't need the finishing stats, because you're not going to be getting in the paint, like, trying to really, like, finish with contact layups on people, a point guard. It's not really that much of a necessity to have the layups, like it be on, like, a point guard build or something, where you're constantly trying to get to the basket, or at least if you're trying to make that play style. The layups are not going to be that important, so you're going to see. Right now I'm just kind of messing around with it, but you're going to see the official build I make in a couple of minutes. where I officially show you the exact stats that you should put on this build so you can be successful. What's most important. Now the playmaking.
Which one?
I think that is not important, but especially for a build that does not have
Cool, a sharpshooter.
control, you definitely want.
So I pick sharpshooter. Cool, so which one should I choose?
Lock.
Lock? Why not sharp?
Because you're a lock.
Alright.
Pick sharp or lock, I don't care.
I'm gonna put lock because all of them have lock.
Okay. You could have done any of them, to be honest.
I was not gonna pick. Huh?
Wait, what was the fourth one? Blast cleaning, shooting, lock.
Here, I'll go back. See?
Wait,
See? It's shot. It's glass cleaner, lockdown, playmaker. I'm not gonna be dribbling at all. And shot. Should I be
lock.
lock? Alright. You gonna watch me play the microwave game?
No.
You gonna talk to me on the phone? Shit.
But I wanna watch movies.
Watch me. Talk to me and watch me. Would you like to skip the intro to your microwave and directly to... No, I will not. Talk to me, you son of a gun. When someone is dummy thick, meet coolest. How many shooting badges do I get? 17? So I get 17 shooting and 20 defense. Ain't that good?
Yes, it's better than mine.
You have a rebounding wing? Oh, you're 3 level.
Yeah.
Well, alright, coolest. I'll talk to you tomorrow then, big boy.
Okay.
I gotta take a piss. Can I please pause again? I'm gonna select this because it'll stop it. Shit.
What is it, Tony? Hey, Dad. I got a problem. What else is new? Because you don't allow me to take breaks? Yeah. And some people were watching me on TV. Sure. And at first I thought it was like security footage of that time I got my head stuck in the water cooler. And nobody helped me and basically I drowned. City taking on Central Valley. Yes, indeed. Well, you have to love the chances for Bay City, the Flames, with the talent they have on their roster. Great depth, top to bottom, and playing on their home court nonetheless. And the senior leadership of as well. Jay isn't going to let this team lose focus as he feels this is their year. When you look at all the other players that are on this Hawks team, they are going to be scary in the coming years. Well, Bay City will start the game off with this.
You shouldn't fucking phase that time.
At the small forward is the talented Shane. Joseph starts the game off at the 4, and Marching Groove is the center. And a look ahead at the lineup for Central Valley. It's Lee running the point with Marceda in his side. The forwards are Indra at the 3 with Sadirko at the 4. In the middle, they have Big Black Terminaco to round things out. And talking about the talent Hawks, this could be the first of many conference finals against the Flames. They are the two dominant teams.
Oh, we Flames are hot. No, we're the Hawks. Oh, no, we're the Flames. Yeah.
AD for Central Valley has done a great job of elevating this program to the upper echelon.
I'm not hearing shit.
Not as much as me, dude. Not as much as me.
Oh yeah? I bet I love them even more.
Okay then, how much do you love noodles?
This much. So how much do you love noodles? Oh my god!
Yes, nigga's fucking his noodles.
Inside, Marceda, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 5 points in the game. And Churchill making a play inside for Marceda. 5-2. Connects from 3-point range. Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end. Here's Terminaco. To Erickson for the 3. Marceda can't get it to go. The Flames trailing on the wing, Shea. Off target from outside. Now here's Edwards.
For my next trick, I shall cast a spell. But boys and girls, you must not tell.
An amazing finish with a hand right in his
And
face.
trinkets for the girls
Strong
and
finish
boys.
there.
So wish for them, or wish for them. I shall both your wish for them.
Again,
What should you
Chase.
like?
Well, the 4-year senior Shea could have made the jump to the NBA many times, guys, during his days. And number one in why he has in so many others. Choosing to leave
What's
school.
this?
Shea loves this school.
Brother! Just a moment.
For him and vision. To the paint. Here's Bush. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. Timeout is called. First of the game.
Well, looks like you're all set, Mr. Mackey.
Here is Splitter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. I love the play call. Wow, something
Getting
up.
used to. You'll want to get plenty of rest and...
Wait, I got a brain transplant?
Yep, just in time, too. One more day and you would have been...
Wait, who did it come from?
Oh, some retard tried to drive his motorcycle off a building and got pancaked.
Shelton with the bucket.
Huh.
What a tough case.
Yep.
And Shelton
Take it easy, Mr. Mackey.
locked in on scoring. It's that simple.
I caught him a fucking retard. I'm open.
Come on, hand over your money. Super Jerk, help me!
Cardiac attack. Chapow. Oh, my heart. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Super Jerk. However can I repay you?
You could, show me a little, you know.
What? I'm not gonna show you my...
Chapow.
Here's Madison. And Sheldon pulls it down.
I missed.
Now, are you gonna talk, or am I gonna have to turn your face into a Picasso?
You'll never get anything out of me, you lousy, no-good scumbuckets.
Scumbuckets, are we? You asked for it, buddy. Stand aside, scumbuckets.
Oh, my, oh, dog, oh, dog. Oh, dog.
Ah, shit! Whoa, whoa! It's just a baby! Huh.
Damn.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Tony? Tony Pergatelli? Hold that elevator, buddy.
Oh, Chad Bradley, please, whatever you do, don't ask me about
How about that memo?
About the memo, that's right, okay.
That's the one. Do you think it was about you?
Yeah, I don't know, Chad Bradley. It could have been about anyone, you know. It could have been about you.
No way, my man. CB is far too tight with the boss man to make him write a vaguely worded, super threatening memo like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Chad Bradley.
What do you think he meant by severe consequences if performance doesn't improve?
Yeah, I don't know, Chad Bradley. It's pretty fucking
I
scary.
figured you would know since it seemed like it was about you.
Yeah, well, it might not have been about me, Chad Bradley. It could have been... Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey, Tony.
Yeah.
If you want to get serious about improving performance,
Yeah.
you know what to do, right?
Follow CB's top.
Follow CB's top 3. Rules, that is. Number 1, always do your best.
Somebody's catching shit
Number
on this
2,
road.
your best isn't good enough. Do my best. Number 3, my best is a wholly unrealistic goal to set for yourself, so just try and settle for your best and drink a ton of coffee to make up the difference. Okay, Tony.
Okay, Chad Bradley, that's good. That's enough from you. Okay, I gotta go, bye. Oh, God, it was about me. The whole thing, it was so specifically vague, it had to be about me.
Hey, Tony, did you see that memo? Do you think it was about you?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was probably about you, maybe.
Oh, I don't think so, because I've been following CB's top 3. Tony, that memo.
Better get that coffee, Tony.
Do the CB top 3.
Rules, that is. Coffee,
memo, coffee.
I think the thing was about Tony.
Definitely about Tony.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Who else would it be?
Okay, all right, here we go. Next client. What? What's going on? Where am I? Hello, I'm Tony Pergatelli. This is Purgatory, and you're dead. Ah.
There's no stars, there's no sun, no time off for anyone. There's no clock on the wall, there's no end to it all. Everyone's on overtime, and there's no overtime. Oh, you look, life is weight on a good and a fighter. Oh, there's much to grade for a cynical decider. This is hardly working, this is hardly living, this is my job.
All right, that was the song. Here comes the show. All right. right, Mr. Chester, before we get started, do you have any questions about the, stuff?
Yeah, one question. Is this hell?
No, like I said, this is purgatory, the place between heaven and hell, and I'm your caseworker, Tony. I review your life and determine your afterlife.
Right, because I'm dead. Right.
All right, let's take a look at your file here, Mr. Chester. It says you were born in 1976.
That's right.
And then, yada, yada, you had a life. And then, okay, and you died in a car wreck?
Right.
And your blood alcohol level was raised. So, no, I got it. And you ran over an old lady.
Well, you see, it's not that simple.
I think I've got enough to go on here. Okay,
Wait, you
well...
don't understand.
That's another satisfied customer.
Tony, my office, immediately!
Oh, God damn it, what did I do now?
Ooh, going to see the big man. Here comes those severe consequences, Tony. Ooh, come on, everyone. Ooh, he's in trouble.
Yeah, that memo was about
Definitely.
him.
Yeah, I know, I read it was about him.
Me too.
Hello?
Death? Come in, Tony. Tony, did you read the memo?
Yeah, I read the memo. I read it a few times, actually. I read it at my desk,
Right.
and I read it again at the coffee maker, and then I read it on the John, but it made it so I couldn't go.
Too much information.
Okay.
Here, let me just read it out loud to you, Tony.
No, that's okay, since we both already read it, then there's no reason to don't. All right.
It has come to my attention that certain purgatory caseworkers have been shirking their responsibilities by skimming or altogether ignoring the details of the client files.
Yeah, listen, I just need to say...
It's lazy, disrespectful, it robs the souls we serve of their right to due process. This behavior will not be tolerated, and should it continue, these caseworkers will receive severe consequences.
Oh, God.
Signed, CEO, Purgatory LLC, death, and then my signature in blood, not my blood.
I had a feeling that maybe that might have somewhat vaguely been about...
It was entirely about you.
Yeah, okay, that's what everybody said.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it. I read most of it.
And your last client, Mr. Chester, did you review his case file carefully?
Yeah, absolutely. He was a drunk driver. He killed an old lady.
He was celebrating the opening of a new children's cancer ward that he paid for.
Oh, that seems like a nice thing to do.
When a car burst through the window, and despite being slightly inebriated, Mr. Chester was able to leap into the car, wrestle control of the vehicle from a deranged PCP addict.
Oh, maybe the lady. He ran over a lady.
She was a Nazi, Tony.
No, she was really a Nazi?
I don't know, Tony. Probably.
Oh, I've got so many questions.
That's the point, Tony. You never asked the questions, and now an innocent man, a hero, is burning for eternity.
I know I don't belong here. This place, this job, deciding who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. How am I qualified to make that call? I'm nobody. Can't you just put me somewhere else? Can't you put me somewhere that I can't screw up anybody's immortal soul?
Fat ass.
Yes, Tony, I can. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay, good. Where am I going to go? The bail room? The custodial department?
No, Tony. No.
Should I go see Linda in HR? I can just get my stuff.
Tony, you're going into Soul Shredder.
Oh, God, what? All right, so can I just go to hell? Or... No, can I go to dog hell?
All dogs go to heaven, Tony.
Oh, right, it's cats. Cats go to hell.
Yes, all cats go to hell.
And I can't go there because I'm...
Are you a cat, Tony?
No.
Okay, so let me just scoop you up.
Whoa!
And toss you in the Soul Shredder. What?
Before you shred my soul, is there any chance maybe you could go find that guy, the Nazi murdering cancer hero guy, and maybe get him out of hell? Tell him I'm sorry. I tell him myself, but I'm about to go on the Soul Sausage Press, so...
Tony, do you know why I started this company?
Yeah, they told us at orientation just after I died, so there's really no need
Tony,
to...
I started this company because there were simply too many people dying every day for one immortal 100-foot-tall skeleton to handle.
Yeah, but since both of us know the story, rehashing it seems needlessly complicated.
So I have people like you working for me to process all of the incoming souls. But this company only works if you work, Tony.
Given my limited time on this existence, you could just probably skip to the...
Tony, you can't just look at the Cliff's Notes of someone's life and say they're all good or all evil, all white or all black. You can't just send the whites to heaven and the blacks to hell.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I realized that while I was saying it.
Okay, plus there's lots of Chinese people.
Alright, so today's story time is going to be an easy one to tell. I hope you enjoy this and all of its awkwardness, and let's jump into this, alright? Now, this story time takes place when I was in 9th grade, okay? So I was a freshman, just getting through the year. trying to get through the start of high school. And in my study hall class, I sat in the very back corner. You're probably wondering, Luna, why is this important information? Well, you see, I sat in the back of class because I was just trying to keep to myself and avoid everybody and just try and relax and have as much alone time as possible. And of course, during study hall, this one kid, let's just call him Zach, okay? Zach came and sat right in front of my desk, like right there, right in front of me, and he would just sit there every single time. We always get to pick our seats in study hall, and he would always sit anywhere in the back where I would be for some reason. I have no idea why. Maybe he liked me, maybe he wanted to be friends with me, but he would always sit near me and then not speak a word to me. Like, he'd be in front of me, behind me, next to me, whatever. But it didn't really bother me because he always kept to himself as well. Like, he would just be on his laptop or on his phone or listening to music, you know, whatever. But he would never really talk to me, and we would just kind of do our own thing. So it didn't bug me that he would sit next to me. It was better than, like, groups of people that would be really loud. So one day, I'm in study hall, and I'm on my phone, just listening to music, scrolling through Twitter. And, of course, Zach comes in, sits right in front of my desk, at the desk ahead of me, and he opens up his school laptop, and he starts working on some PowerPoint or something for a class. And I'm just listening to music, and I see him ahead of me on his laptop, right? Like, I have a clear view of his screen and his head and what he's doing. But, of course, I didn't really care to look or, like, see what he was doing. I don't care about whatever PowerPoint he was working on or whatever he was doing. So I'm on my phone, scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden I look up really quick, and I notice that it's not on the PowerPoint screen anymore. He's on a screen that's familiar, but this website is not allowed at any school at all. And I realize he's on the front page of Pornhub.com. Now, upon seeing this, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this kid doing right now? Like, we are in the middle of class. What? And keep in mind, this wasn't a study hall that was in, like, a huge room. Like, sometimes we'd be in the cafeteria, but this time we were in a small classroom, okay? And just because we were in the back corner doesn't mean that there weren't a lot of other people around us, you know? He had people to the front of him and to the right of him in a pretty close proximity, okay? So, like, not the time to be watching porn. Even if no one was in that room, you don't watch porn in a classroom. That is definitely not okay. So I see this, and immediately I'm thinking, like, alright, what do I do right now? Like, do I let him just do it, or do I, like, tap him on the shoulder and be like, yo, can you fucking shut that off? I can see it. So I decided to just go back to looking at my phone and trying to pretend like I didn't see what I saw. So I go back to listening to music and scrolling through Twitter, just trying to unsee what I saw. And like 3 minutes go by, I listen to one song, and I look up, and this time I'm greeted to a different image. This time when I looked up, he was watching some porn video with 2 guys and 1 girl, like some hardcore ass porn video, and his hand is in his pocket, rubbing down there. And that's when I was like, alright, yo, this needs to stop. So I tap him on the shoulder, I'm like, Zach. He turns around, he's like, what? He shuts his laptop really quick. And I was like, yo, you know I'm right behind you, right? He's like, yo, my bad, bro, like, I thought you were just, like, sleeping or something, or, like, not paying attention. I was just working on something for my class. And I was like, dude, I saw the fucking website, like, that's not for a class project. No way they would assign, you know, watch one hardcore porn video and then do a presentation about your, you know, pros and cons about it. It's not how it goes. And he's like, dude, I'm my bad. And I'm like, yeah, we can just forget this ever happened, but please, in the future, do not watch porn in or around a school, and don't do anything else of that nature whatsoever. Especially putting your hands in your pocket like you just were, doing whatever you were doing, because you could get in like a fuck ton of trouble. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, this is just so embarrassing. I'm like, it's fine, bro, just don't do it again. I'm just trying to look out for you. He's like, thanks, man, you're a good friend. Sorry for lying to you. I'm like, it's all good, man, let's just forget this happened. He's like, yeah, for sure. So anyway, the rest of study hall was fine. He opened his laptop and closed that tab. For good, I hope. I hope he never did that again. You know, like, I don't know what he was thinking, especially knowing I was right behind him and could clearly see what he was doing. But yeah, guys, in the end, everything was okay. Zach was okay. I was kind of okay, because, you know, I had to see Zach watching porn in class. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time was a very, very interesting one, in my opinion.
That ain't that
But
hard
before we
to
jump
get.
into that, I just want to say,
that.
I have a Discord server, so if any of you guys use Discord and you want to come hang out in the Discord server ever, it's discord.gg/Luna. I'll have it top link in the description. So yeah, feel free to check that out if you guys want and join. I'm in there every single day talking to my friends, and we join all the other chats all the time and talk to you guys. And I'll be dragging in people from other chats into my homies group chat sometimes and just talking. So yeah, if you want to join, feel free. There's also roles and stuff you can earn for being in the server for a while. So yeah, Feel free if you guys want. Anyway, I'm done plugging my Discord. Just wanted to put that out there because I've never promoted it. So anyway, today's story time. It's about something in particular that's happened a few times in my lifespan. But this time it didn't happen to specifically me. I was involved in this, but it wasn't to me. It was to one of my friends, but I was very closely involved, okay? So this story time takes place about 3 years ago. I'm hanging out with one of my friends. We were sitting there at his house, and he's just swiping through Tinder. Like, he is on the grind for Tinder, okay? And he was just lonely, I guess. I don't know. He wanted something to do. He was bored. He wasn't hanging out with a lot of people besides me and our other friend at the time. So like, he was just bored. He wanted someone in his life that wasn't us. And he matched with this one girl who he kept talking about, and let's just call this girl Ashley. He's like, yeah, there's this one girl on the app I've been talking to named Ashley. She seems like the only one that's cool to talk to. Like, everyone else just ghosts me, or they're not that fun to talk to. She seems pretty cool, and we're supposed to hang out next week. And I was like, oh, sweet, that's awesome. What are you guys going to do? And he's like, oh, we're just going to go to the mall. I was like, all right, cool, man. Sounds fun. He's like, yeah. So fast forward a week, right? And it's like 3 hours before him and her are supposed to hang out at the mall. And he texts me, having a fucking panic attack. He's like, yo, dude, I'm worried. Like, this girl is way out of my league. Like, I'm going to say something stupid and embarrass myself. And I was like, dude, relax. Like, she picked you to hang out with today. Like, there's probably other people on Tinder that wanted to hang out. Like, just keep that in mind. She picked you. Like, you guys clearly have a good connection going. Just go to the mall with her, hang out, see how it is. Like, don't even worry about it, man. Just picture it as you and a friend hanging out, because that's all it is right now. He's like, yeah, man, you're right. Like, I don't even know why I'm tripping. I'm like, yeah, man, just relax. He's like, thanks, bro. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm like, alright, sounds good, man. Good luck. He's like, thank you, bro. So 10 minutes goes by, and he texts me again. And he's like, yo, so I've told her about you a bunch of times, because she knows about all my friends and stuff. She said that I could bring you if I wanted. And I was like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, don't you want to hang out with her by yourself? He's like, yeah, man, honestly I do, but at the same time, like, I'm pretty awkward at meeting people, so if I bring you, I'll definitely be way more comfortable hanging out with her. Plus, I've told her about you a bunch, and, like, she knows you're cool, and she said it's fine. I'm like, alright, man, that's fine, sure, I'll come with. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, alright, you know, whatever, man, my friend's nervous, like, I'll be there for him, I'll be his wingman, like, no big deal, right? So straight after I told my friend that I would go, he came over and picked me up, and we started heading towards the mall in his car, and he said that she would be meeting us there. So I was like, alright, cool. So we pull up to the mall, and we walk in, and we're in the food court area, and he's texting her, like, asking where she's at, and she's like, oh, I'm over by the candle store. So my friend and me start heading towards the candle store, and we walk over there, and we only see one person out front of the candle store, and it's like this older looking lady. So I didn't think, you know, that was her, and I'm looking around like, I don't see her, man. He's like, hold on. So he texts her again, and he's like, alright, we're out front, where are you? And she's like, I'm out here, I don't see you guys. And I'm like, huh, where is this girl? Like, I don't see anybody that looks like someone that could be going on a date with my friend right now. So he keeps texting her, she keeps saying she's out front. We don't see anybody except that one lady who clearly was not her. But then I realized something. Every single time that my friend would text her, that same lady out front of the candle store would pull out her phone and text. And I was like, nah, like, there is no way. I'm being crazy right now. Like, I'm getting that thought out of my head right now because that's obviously not her. So my friend keeps texting her, and coincidentally, the same lady outside of that candle store keeps opening her phone at the same time my friend texts her. And, you know, I was just like, you know what? Give me a sec. So I go over to her, and I was like, hey, this might be a really random question, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but is your name Ashley? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, are you here to meet somebody? And she's like, yeah, I am. I was like, is the person's name? And I said his name. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's him over there. And I'm sorry if this sounds rude, but, like, how old are you? And she was like, I'm 37. And I was like, you're 37? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, not 18. She's like, no. I was like, I think your dating profile says you're 18 and has a different photo on there. And she was like, yeah, sometimes I do that and I just forget to get rid of it. I'm sorry. And I'm like, hold on a sec. And I run over to my friend. I'm like, yo, that's her. You got catfished. He's like, no. Stop fucking with me. You're not funny, Austin. Like, just stop. I already feel like a fool because I'm getting stood up right now. Like, clearly she's not here. I'm like, homie, I just went up to her and asked her if her name was Ashley. She said yes. I asked her if she was here to meet you. She said yes. He's like, dude, you're not funny. Just shut up. I'm like, bro, go over there and ask her. He goes up to her. He's like, hey, is your name Ashley? And she's like, yeah, it is. I'm here to meet you. And he's like, why didn't you come up to me and say something this whole time? And she's like, well, I'm just a little bit nervous. Like, you're clearly younger than me, and I didn't know what you would think when you saw how old I was. And he's like, yeah, you're definitely not what your profile says. And she's like, I know, I forgot to change it, and I was gonna change it and tell you, but it was just too late after we started talking. Like, you already thought I was somebody else. And my friend just looks at me with like this look of disappointment, and I look at both of them, and like it's just so awkward and quiet. I didn't know what to say. Like, she told my friend to bring me to make the awkward tension better, but she also didn't clarify that it was going to be awkward because she was 37 and not 18, like her Tinder profile said. So at this point, everyone's silent and not talking. I'm thinking to myself, like, I have to diffuse this awkward-ass situation. So I'm like, look, I think it's best if we just leave, and you leave, and we go on about our days separately, because clearly my friend is shocked that you're not who he thought you were. And also, just, you know, we're 18, you're 37, like, I don't think we're gonna be good friends anyway. And she was like, oh no, we've been getting along very well, like, we've been talking all week, and it's been really nice. I'm like, look, I'm not saying your personalities clash, I'm just saying you're not who you advertised yourself to be. Like, you catfished my friend, so of course he's gonna be shocked like he is right now. So, you know, not really a good idea. She was like, yeah, you're right, I don't know what I was thinking, like, I just do that sometimes because people don't really like me for me. And at this point, I'm thinking, like, God damn it, like, why do I gotta be a therapist? So I was like, no, I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes you for you. You just gotta give yourself a chance, you know? You have to use your pictures and your name and a bio about yourself. And she's like, I have before, it just doesn't seem to work. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe you're not giving yourself enough time, you know? Give it some time, be patient, I'm sure the right one will come to you. And she's like, yeah, you're right, thank you so much. I was like, no problem. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, yo, this sucks. Like, I'm not a therapist. I'm not supposed to be doing this right now. And at the same time, I'm, like, mad at this lady for catfishing my friend. Like, my friend thought that he met a really cool girl and, like, was really, really excited, kept hyping her up. And we got to the mall, and it was a catfish. And he was upset about it. Like, he wasn't speaking a word throughout all of this. He was silent, like, that whole time I was talking. So anyway, after I said all of that to her about giving herself a chance and, you know, stop catfishing, basically, she said I was right, she thanked me, and then I said, alright, look, I think we should both go our separate ways and just end this all right here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Good luck on your search for someone. She was like, thank you. Have a good one. And I just turned my friend around and we started walking out towards the exit. And I'm like, yo, are you okay? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm just a little upset. I was like, yeah, I feel that, dude. I'm pretty upset for you. He's like, yeah, man, like, thank you for talking out of that situation. Like, that was so awkward. I'm like, I know, it was very awkward. I'm surprised I even just did that. He's like, yeah, man, you're a